See whether I can keep this one on this time. No char, no Lakers, no whitefish. Just a lot of grayling, but they're fun. It's not like I get to fish grayling every day. This is a nice one. They're usually pretty hard to hold on to. I don't know if you see that. Nice sail on this one. I'll pop it up. Look at this. Arctic grayling. I'm having fun with them. There's lots here. I just slid right off that rock and back in. It's about every third cast of grayling. Small, but if there's grayling here, there just might be something bigger feeding on them. I'll keep the camera rolling a little longer and see if we can get something a bit bigger. Smaller grayling again. I think what happens with some grayling is they just pop off because they kind of have paper mouths, and I'm set a little beefier in case I get char and Lakers. So if I pull too hard, they come off. Like I say though, lots of grayling here. Felt better. I moved down here where it's just kind of more slack water in this eddy, a bit shallow. It's kind of just like more like a feeding flat. And then we've got a bit of a tail out and it goes around a point into another eddy. So I'm going to try the tail out a little more, try the back eddy. I think fish are just kind of holding in calmer waters. When I was off the point over there this morning, I saw some risers. The first riser I saw was kind of an yellowy orange color, and then the next one was a dark, and the next one was a dark, and I was like, whitefish? Because no one told me there was grayling here, but there's a lot of grayling here, so I'm gonna fish them for a while because it's kind of fun. Oh shit, it's getting into the current. I'm gonna have to kind of go after it and then come back this way. This guy's taking me for a ride. Let's see if you can follow along. I don't know what you're gonna see. back here. Fuck sakes, man. That's the second big fish. So although that fish wasn't hooked in the mouth, it obviously took a swing at my lure. If it got hooked to begin with, it was curious. But what it was the biggest either whitefish I've ever seen in my life or an in canoe. And I have never caught one of those. It was about, I don't know, like a good 30 inches and so broad-shouldered. Fuck. Anyway, that's a pisser. But I got something new on, and maybe I'll get another fish. At least I'm catching fish today. Like, I'm catching lots of fish today. So but that's a bummer. That was big, broad-shouldered, like around 30-inch. Look at that sail. Look at that sail. Woo! Nice. Today has not been easy on my spoons. Interesting rock. Look. It's just got an orange core right in the middle of it. That's so weird. That's one for Leah. She's gonna like that. Nice. Something a little bigger. Slimy as shit. Tough fight. He took a swing and a miss. I think he wanted to eat it. These guys are hard to hold on to, these whiteys. Whoa! What did I mean? What did I say? What did I mean? What did I say? Yeah. Stay put. I'm gonna put this one back. The last one was out. It's bigger. These guys are wild. These guys are wild. Hard hitting. Whoa, okay. Easy return. Yeah, that one just on the back of the head. Swing and a miss. I've had 4, 2 in the mouth, 1 in the back of the head, 1 in the back. But they're swinging at the lures, and I'd rather reel them in than nothing. It's about 1 o'clock, and I'm at 4 whiteys and probably, I don't know, 25 grayling, I think. 20 to 25. Not sure what to do with the day. I kept the whitey. I pretty well resigned the fact that I timed this wrong. The Nunavut Nomad is a char thing, and everywhere I go, the goal is char. And I've had 3 full days. I think, like I said, I had the hike day, which was a tough day, just 4 hours fishing and 4 hours of hiking. I'm a wimp. I had the first trip here, lost a lot more lures. Haven't lost a lure yet today. I'll probably lose one now that I brought it up. And that was about 2 dozen grayling, and I lost, I guess what were whitefish, because I thought I had like a connie on or something. The one whitefish I have is the biggest I've ever caught in my life, and the hardest fighting whitefish by far I have ever caught. I'll get a measurement on it when I get back. Decided to keep that one to eat. And I kept my biggest grayling too, so I'll measure that one when I get back. But if I had to guess, that whitefish is 30 inches. And if I had to guess on 30 inches, 28. If I had to guess on the grayling, 17 or 18 maybe. So again, with the char, you know, I was told the char bite all the time. Well, yeah, they do, but right now all of them are feeding in the ocean, and they're not due back for about a week, and I leave in a week. When I first got here, they were just coming out of the rivers and starting to feed in the ocean along the shorelines. It's still been pretty cold, and the capelin were in tight spawning, and I saw that one nice fish at my feet that one day that I couldn't get. It was swinging at the lure and just wouldn't take. And then I had another one chase the lure pretty well onto the sand, miss it and just go back out to the deep. First one was maybe 8 to 10. The second one probably looked like it was like a 5 to 6. And then when I was fishing with Bob out in the ocean, we hit a lot of his A spots. Traveled about 20 miles east and back in an evening. Quick tour, you know, quick hit the area, go, hit the area, go. Chase seals and gulls that were feeding on capelin and char, you know, just in the middle of nowhere or along certain shorelines. Only saw the one char with Bob basically at his feet. He's like, they're here, they're there. Like, he sees them, he felt bumps. He would have just swam right by his feet. I was standing over him. 3 char, 3 outings, and a couple little evenings where I was able to just kind of sneak out and fish around town. With the Derby on this weekend, I thought about going back to 4 Mile and fishing the ocean. I thought about fishing some of the spots along town. But after I was on call yesterday, and when I was driving back and forth to work, I saw how many people were along the shorelines. Every spot has tons of anglers. It's getting hammered. It just makes fishing for that needle in the haystack even that much more difficult, because somebody else is likely going to find that needle in the haystack. So I'm playing the odds up here. There's always the slimmest, slightest possible little chance that a male char or two have returned, that are heading back upriver to set up the reds and wait for the females to come along. But it's like, it reminds me of Cougarook. It reminds me of Toloyak the first time I went. That it's almost kind of like you got it kind of starts in August. It kind of starts then, first week, second week, third week especially, and then I missed the Equilac by just days. You know, to see pods of fish coming in the last hours after fishing 5 days for 3 fish, to get that, I don't know, I guessed at about 14 pounder in the final hours was like the icing on the cake. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull off that miracle here. But the bright side is that I'm at Bloody Falls. I have the place to myself. I'm catching strong river whitefish that I've never caught before. And I'm catching, you know, between the 2 days, like 50, possibly 60 grayling. I've never had a day where I've just fished grayling. I've had a couple little windows here and there. Knocked that one off the bucket list. I've caught, you know, 1, 2, 3, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 fish out of over the years. So to come up here and just enjoy them is great. But the Kugluck Tuck luck for the Bloody is the timing, and I just missed it, and I wished I hadn't. I wished I had God, I think from here on out, I have to start planning these things in August. And if I want returning char. Yeah. They're none too strong when they're dead. I don't know what you're seeing.